My name is Kahlil Shahyd, and I am a project coordinator with the Center for Social Inclusion, coordinating the organization's Broadband Equity Project. I came in tonight, they asked me to come out and speak to you all about why I am a media reform advocate. And although I live in New York City now, I'm actually from New Orleans. And in 2005, when Hurricane Katrina, came through the Gulf Coast, and the subsequent flood that flooded the city of New Orleans, as you all are very familiar with, I actually at the time was outside of the country, watching all of this happen on CNN International. I was actually in India at the time, and watching the way the media reported the aftermath of the storm, and the lies, the myths, the distortions about the killings, the beheadings, the shooting at the helicopters, and all of these things that were used to make us appear like savages in a savage wasteland, which just justified their neglect of our city as people starved, as people boiled to death in the heat on top of roofs all over the city. So at that moment, I realized, that I was a media reform advocate. And still to this day, there's so many stories that have yet to be told about, what happened post-Katrina, what's still happening post-Katrina. The same neglect that left those people on the rooftops, that left my families, my friends on those rooftops, that left them at the Superdome, that left them at the convention center, have left us in the darkness when it comes to the way, our post-Katrina reality was reported and still being reported. When they were giving benefits and giving incentives to invite, nurses and teachers from across the country, trying to attract new people to come into the city. At the same time, we had nurses and teachers who were being fired and let go from public health centers in New Orleans, from public schools in New Orleans, who are still unable to come home. And the media has yet to do an accounting of those people, where they are, how they are, what's happened to them, and the many, many others that are still displaced, after Katrina. The media, the mainstream media, the major media, has never come in and really done a story about people like the Soul Patrol, who were from my neighborhood, who went around post-Katrina in the darkness, rescuing people all over when the first responders weren't there. Who are the real first responders after Katrina? Those stories have never been told and are still yet to be told. And these people are still being neglected. So to be a New Orleans is to be a media advocate, because we have, thank you. Because we have so many stories yet to be told. And so while some people, are championing what's happening and waiting for Superman and all of these things, we're still waiting for our families to come home. And those stories have yet to be told. And so the reason why I am a media advocate is to really get to the heart of what's happening to my city, get to the heart of what's happening to our country, and to really explore and expose the myths, the lies, and the distortions that have been perpetrated on all of us, that really keep us from coming together, really keep us from being apart, really keep us from doing the work that we have to do, to move ourselves forward. And that's why I am a media advocate. Thank you.